The signature of Adam Gaudette has taken many fans of Maple Leafs by surprise. At a time when many were looking for the signing of big fish free agent, Toronto came out and obtained some small fish instead. And in reality, it was not a bad thing. Maple Leafs GM Kyle Dubas always has a way to sneak and not get the most interesting player available. Finally, after the dust within the free agency sets in, it was at this point that Toronto signs a player that no one thought about. This summer, Calle Jarnkrok was this addition. However, he could be sure to say that each addition made was a left field. Nicolas Aube-Kubel was probably the most intriguing signature of all, but the insertions of Mete and Jordie Benn. Continue reading below. However, we cannot forget Gaudette. The 25-year-old center separated last season with the Chicago Blackhawks and the Ottawa Senators. He arrived in the capital of Canada at the end of November after being claimed by the derogation Senators. Past the rest of the season with Ottawa, Gaudette finished with 12 points in 50 games. Although this is not the best total NHL, he had an excellent visit with the American team at the World Championships once his season is over. In 10 games, the 25-year-old scored 6 goals and 2 passes for 8 points, a total very different from the one he had with the Senators. Continue reading below. At 6 feet 1, Gaudette will not bring much offensive or defensive upwards. He is a player who spent most of last year focusing the fourth line of Ottawa, and you should probably expect the same thing in Toronto. Gaudette is still quite young, at 25, so there could be a few things that Maple Leafs can do to help build her game a little more. However, it is not as if he had not shown a possible advantage before. During the 2019 to 2020 season, before the pandemic ruined everything, Gaudette was on a good race with 33 points in 59 games with Vancouver. Although it can be unique, I would not count it yet on the issue. Each team in which he was at the NHL level struggled at one time or another, and he was not on a legitimate competitor. The 25-year-old is prosperous on the race, something Toronto was missing during some games last season. Gaudette is able to put on the ice fairly quickly in the transition, and can sometimes use her hands to bypass the defenders. I wouldn't say he's the prettiest skater, but he is able to push his edges and be a quick player. Gaudette can also generally be